Yes.
So until this, we have discussed about data transfer instruction set and arithmetic instruction set, right? So now we will go for a logical instruction set. Okay. So basically, everyone have everyone have worked upon these all logical gates, right? Basic gates in previous semester, third semester. So where you have done a practical also upon and upon the basic gates, basic logic gates. Okay. So now here we have a very simple instructions. They are, and only three logical operations we have here. One is ANL, which is called as AND logic. Okay, and ORL. So that is OR logic, right? ANL and ORL. So these basically work upon a byte size. Okay, or also it can be worked upon a single bit CY flag, right? How we can do that? So it can be working upon both a whole byte 8 bits, or it can also work upon a single bit. Okay. So now let us see what are the syntax and what is the example. Say one example, one syntax, the syntax is been written up here. ANL A comma RN. So now what will happen is here Rn is going to be any register from R0 to R7. Okay. So the content of the register R0 to R7, any register, and the content of a register, both are going to be handed together, and logic is being done between the accumulator register A and the Rn register. Rn is going to be any register from R0 to R7. Okay, so both are going to be ANDed together, and the result is again stored into the A register only. Okay, so simple. So let us take one example. Okay, consider A is having uh, 2FH and R0 is having some 0.5H. Now, when I say ANL A comma R0, A comma R0, then the AND logic will be performed up between the two data. And what will be the result stored into A? Who can tell me what will be the result of this if I AND? If I make an AND logic between 2F and 0.5, what will be the answer of A? Make it fast. It is going to be 0.5 only. A is equal to 0.5H only. Okay. How it is going to be? See, what is 2F? 2F is 0, 0, 0. Sorry, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. And what is F? 1, 1, 1, 1. And what is the 0.5H? It is 0, 0, 0, 0, and then 0, 1, 0, 1. Now, and logic between these two. Okay. So 1 and 1, it is going to be 1. 1 into 0 is going to be 0. 1 into 1 is going to be 1. 1 into 0 is going to be 0. And 0 dot 0 is going to be 0. 1 dot 0 is going to be 0. 0. So what I am remaining with? 0, 5. Okay. So A will be again stored with the new value, that is 05H. Understood? So in the second syntax, in this syntax, instead of a register, I can give a direct memory address. Direct address I can write. Say for an example, ANL A comma ANL A comma hash. There should not be hash for the address. So what I can write? 30H. Now consider in the 30H memory location, the data 1F is being stored. Okay, 1F is stored in the 30H. So now what will happen? ANL A comma the value of 30H. What is the value of 30H? It is 1F. So instead of, so here what I should write? Instead of R0, I should write 30H equal to 1FH. Now tell me what is the new value of A? Yes. No. Why it is 1F? Why it is 1F? How it is 1F? Yeah, not only F, it is going to be 0F. 0FH. Understood? Because this is going to be 1 and 0001, 0010. This is 2, this is 1, and this is F, and this is also F. These two are going to be 1, 1. So these two are going to be 1, 1, and this is 0, 0FH. Not only F, it is 0FH because 1 byte. Understood? So now at Ri, say Ri, R0 is equal to 30H. Now tell me, for the third instruction, for this ANL A comma at Ri, what will be the value of A? For the third instruction, what will be the value of A? Example, tell me for this syntax. Say I'll make it R0. Yes, Salman, try. Everyone have to try. Everyone have to do that. I expect the result from everyone. It is just typing the value and sending on to the chat box. I don't know how everyone is listening, no? Or you have just 10H, 10H. No. Why it is 10H? See, go for the third instruction. ANL A comma at R0. What is the value of R0? R0 value is 30H. What is the value of A? A value is RF. I'm sorry, 2F. Two zero H. No. Shall I tell you? The value is going to be 0F only. Why? How it is 0F? See, for this, A is having 2FH, R0 is having 30H. Okay, but what is this symbol? It is saying that the at the rate symbol is saying that the value which is R0 is having, it is not the data, it is the address. Okay, so 30H is not the value, 30H is the address. So what is there inside the 30H? 1F. So again, what I will get here for ANDing purpose? 1F only. So what will be the new value of A? It is going to be 0FH. Understood? No. See, this is indirect addressing mode, no? ANL A comma. See the third instruction, ANL A comma at the rate of RI. RI can be, see this one we have already discussed in indirect addressing mode. Remember the indirect addressing mode. Okay. So now RI can be either R0 or R1. Only two options I have. So let me take R0. So now ANL A comma at R0. What is present in R0? R0 value is 30H. But whether it is a data or address, because of this symbol, I have to consider the data as an address. It is not the data, it is the address. So at that address, at the R0 address, what is the at the 30H? What is there inside the 30H? It is 1F. So the value, this is the actual value, 1F and 2F. So I will get 1FH, 0FH. Remember the indirect addressing mode where the data is considered as a address. Data is not itself is a data, it is an address. Now R0 is having 30H. But because of this symbol, at symbol, I should consider the 30H as a data, as an address. Okay, so what is there inside that address? 1FH. So that is why inside that address 1FH is there. That is going to be ANDed with the A accumulator register, and then the result is going to be stored into the accumulator register. Understood, Sumaya? Okay. So don't forget these addressing modes. There are only 5 addressing modes. One is okay. So this fourth instruction is going to be, tell me what is the addressing mode of this fourth instruction? Immediate addressing mode, right? So what is the example for this immediate addressing mode? ANL A comma hash ANL A comma hash. So data I have to write immediate data. Say if I write 30H. Now tell me what is the value of A. What is the value of A after the fourth instruction execution? Is it 1FH? Calculate it. It is not 1FH. See, direct data is present here. So put a direct data. Yes, it is 20H. So what I will get here is 20H. So I'm not storing any data into anywhere. So what is the direct value? The direct value is 30H. So now F into 0, that is going to be a 0 complete. 2 into 3, that is going to be 2. 20H. Understood? So that is why the addressing modes are very much important. The addressing modes are telling us what is the way of writing the instructions, accessing the data. Here we are accessing the data through the register. So that is why this is register addressing mode. Here we are accessing the data through the memory address. So that is why this is direct addressing mode. So here we are accessing the data indirectly through the register. So this is register indirect addressing mode. And this is where we are accessing the data directly, immediately. So that is why this is called as immediate addressing mode. And one more is there, indexed addressing mode. That also I have told you, right? Then one more option that I have is, instead of A in the source, this is the source operand, correct? So instead of A, I can utilize the direct memory address. Direct memory address. Okay. Say for an example, I will go for this ANL 30H, comma, hash 30H. Now tell me what is the result of this? What will happen? What is the answer? What is the result that is going to be stored into 30H? 30H is the address. This 30H is the immediate data. This is the address. This is the data. Okay. Tell me what will be the answer. First tell me the answer and then tell me where that answer is going to be stored. What it is? 10H. Yes. So the answer is 10H. And where it will be stored? Yes, correct. In the location of 30H. Salman, while you are replying for my answers, you have to reply it for everyone. Okay? Don't privately send me the messages because it has to be known by everyone, no? I think Salman is getting perfection in the 8051. Yeah, okay. So we will get 10H as the data, and that is going to be stored into the 30H memory location. 10H. Okay. So how it is? In the 30H, so this is the memory address. So in the 30H, what was present? It was 1FH. 1FH, which was stored into the 30H memory location, and this is the immediate data. 30H is being directly provided by the user. So 1F into 30. So that is going to be what? What is the value? It is going to be 10H. Okay. F into 0 is equal to 0. 1 into 3 is equal to be 1 only. Okay. So 10H is the answer, and that is again stored into where? Into the 30H memory location only. 30H memory location only. Understood? Is it understood? Any reply? Who has not understood? Should I repeat it once again, or shall I go to the next slide? Okay, I have one more option here, one more instruction. ANL C comma bit. So that is why we can work upon carry flag also. Or a single bit. Okay, in the PSW register, the 7th bit is there now. I can modify that. I can work and logic upon that single bit. Okay, ANL C comma bit. So what I can do? I can set or reset. Okay, sorry. Basically, this is used for resetting purpose, or else I can check whether the bit is set or not. So now ANL C comma bit. A bit can be either a 0 or a 1. Okay, either a 0 or it can be a 1. So how I can do ANL C comma hash 0. So now what will happen? If C is equal to 1, then after execution of this instruction, C goes to 0. And then if I provide 1 here, the C will remain 1. If C is equal to 0, and if this is 0, C is equal to be 0 only. And if it is 1, then also C is equal to be 0 only. So this is basically, AND logic is basically used for masking purpose. Okay, we all came to know in the digital electronics only. AND logic. So this is working upon a single bit, and these are working upon a byte size. Byte-sized operands or the single bit CY flag. Right? Understood? Okay. So now Okay, one slide is missing here. One slide is missing here. Some 1 or 2 slides are missing, but not an issue. We have a complete set of instructions here. Okay, so what we have looked into the ANL logic. Okay, so what will happen? A and the direct data, and the result is stored into A. So we can work it upon immediate addressing mode, register addressing mode, direct addressing mode, indirect addressing mode, as well as direct addressing mode in terms of the source as a direct value, direct memory location. Source can be a direct memory location. Okay, and then ORL. ORL also similar in the same way of AND logic. Okay, so what can happen here? Instead of OR AND logic, the OR logic is going to be performed between the A values and the operand 2. The operand 2 can be direct data, or the data is stored into the register, or the data is directly fetched from the direct address, or it can be taken from indirect address. In the similar way, whatever the instructions I have here, instead of ANL, if I write ORL, the value of the 2 operands are going to be OR logic. Okay, they are going to be ORed together. Say for an example, A is having 0 FH, and direct data, I am going to give a direct data here. Say for an example, F0H. What will be the OR logic between these two? What will be the OR logic? Perform an OR logic between these two data. So what will be the answer? What will be the answer? Am I audible? Am I audible? Anyone is hearing me or not? Then reply no. What is the answer? 0F and F0, I am making OR logic. A is having 0F, and I have given direct data. What will be the answer of A? It is going to be FFH. Is there any confusion? You can ask me. Okay. So in the same way, there is one more logic gate, XRL. That is XOR logic. Okay. It's going to be an XOR logic between the two data. And the addressing modes are similar as we have learned into the ANL, ORL. Here XRL stands for XOR logic. XOR operations, we have come across XOR operation, no? So here what will happen? Say for an example, I have the data 0F. So tell me what will be the answer if I go for XRL between these two. X or L between 0F and F0, what will be the answer? It is again going to be F only. Yes, F only. Okay. So if suppose if I change it to F here, then what will be the answer? Zero F XOR FF. What will be the answer? It is going to be FF 1 plus 1. Okay, it is going to be F0. Correct. It is going to be F0. So hope it has been understood. Then I have CLR instruction. CLR stands for clear instruction. Okay, CLR stands for clear instruction. So it is working upon only accumulator register. Even some other registers are also can be used here. So for example, CLR A. So what will happen? Whatever the data is there inside the A, that is going to be made 0. That complete byte is going to be made 0. Okay, clear. Whatever the thing, A may be, now A is having F0. If I say clear A, then what will happen? A will become 0, 0, 0, 0 H. Okay, so that is clear instruction. Then CPL instruction stands for complement. CPL instruction stands on complementing the data of the A register. Okay, so if A is having 00H, then after execution of this instruction CPL A, then A will be having F. Once complement. So whatever 0 is there, that will be converted into A, and whatever the 1 is there, that will be made 0. Complement. NOT gate. Okay, applying the NOT gate for this. CPL, complement. Right? There are no two operands. A two operand operation is only upon AND logic, OR logic, and XRL logic. Because complement, that is NOT gate, is having only one input. No, that is why A. That is why single operand. So complement the value of A. If the value is F5, if A value is F5, what will be the answer? Tell me. What will be the result of F5 when I complement it? It is going to be what? 0 A. Correct? 0 AH. F5 is going to be complemented, so that is why it will become 0 AH. Okay. Then I have RL. Rotate left. Rotate accumulator to the left side. What is how? Sumaya, make it clear. What is the question? Complement. See, F5 is there, no? F5 is nothing but what? 1, 1, 1, 1. 5 is 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay. Complement. Complement means what? Inverting, no? So 1 becomes 0, 0 becomes 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 becomes 1, 1 becomes 0, 0 becomes 1, and 1 becomes 0. So that is going to be 0 AH. Okay, fine. Then, okay, soon after this class, you have to join once again. Okay, your attendance as well as these 4 instructions. We will complete these 4 instructions. RL. Rotate left. Rotate left the value of A by only 1 bit. By only 1 bit. Okay. I think you have worked upon ring counter and Johnson counter. Correct? You have worked upon ring counter, no? For every pulse you are giving, the data is going to be shifted to the right side or to the left side by only 1 bit for 1 pulse. Have you, right? Can you remember that? Ring counter or Johnson counter? Say ring counter is there. Yeah. So this is the same way. So here, for 1 time, this instruction is going to rotate the value of A to the left side. Rotate. Ring counter. This is same as ring counter. Say A is having 0 FH. Okay. Left side means what? Into LSB to MSB. So what will be the new value of A value? What will be the new value of A after execution of rotate left? So it is going to be what? 1 E. No, it is 1 complete byte, not only 4 bits. Yeah, 1110, no. Correct. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 1. You please join once again. Join the class once again. Okay. I will make it clear in the next session.